Hey you, welcome to another video and the whole series of videos about what's going on with me trying to publish a book. In this video, we're going to talk about a writer that inspired me. And actually, I've got the book back here behind me. I'll try to dig it out while I'm on video. I don't know if I can do that. So, the writer who inspired me. But there's more to than... Yeah, there it is. All right. Oh, you don't get to see it yet. All right, but anyhow, we'll show it to you in a second. So the writer who inspired me, I was writing, you heard about the pen name, I was writing in college, really didn't put much thought into it. It's like, just whatever it is. I had bigger aspirations in life. I was there to get my degree and trying to go out and make some money, find a career, do these other things. And then this movie came out called Fear and Loathing Las Vegas. And so I decided to go to the movie theater and watch this movie. And I went there, and I knew it was about a real person, which was Hunter S. Thompson. And I watched this movie, and it was just like, I was like, what? I was like, this guy's a writer? It just blew me away. I thought writers were a bunch of like dusty old men, like they just sat around and sipping on their mint juleps and being all crotchety and they're and freaking formalizing all these big long books that are boring as hell. And I was like, I did not have a good impression of what writers were supposed to be. And then I saw Hunter Thompson. I was like, man, this guy's, whoa, it blew my mind. I was like, this guy's writing and he's acting like this? No, I didn't want to act like that. That's actually kind of scares me thinking of acting like Hunter Thompson. And which that's another story. So, here's a quick story. So I went to Las Vegas a couple years ago. And I thought, it'd be fun. I'll read Fear and Loathing Las Vegas again. I've read it a few times. I read it on the plane ride when I got to Vegas. By the time I got to Vegas, after reading that thing, I was like, man, I'm just going to stay in my hotel room and get room service. And I don't want anything to do with Las Vegas. I was like, that's not the kind of Las Vegas I want to experience. That was total insanity. So anyhow, yeah, so Hunter Thompson did inspire me. The first book I bought, I was stupid. I just went to the store and I thought you only had one book, so I just picked it up. So I thought I was buying Fear and Loathing Las Vegas, but instead I bought this one called The Proud Highway. And that was the first book I read of Hunter Thompson's. And this is nothing but off his correspondence all throughout his early years before he actually started writing and becoming famous. And it's really, really, really interesting just seeing his whole process of how he wrote, the trials and the tribulations that he went through in life. And then he was like a sports writer. And I was like, oh my gosh. I was like, you know what? I was like, this guy's kind of got the blueprint on how to be successful. Now, minus the psychosis aspect of Hunter Thompson. But anyhow, so I read everything Hunter Thompson had under the sun. Matter of fact, back here behind me on that bookshelf, I've got almost every single book that was written up until his death. When he died from suicide, I didn't buy any books after that point in time. I had most of them from when I started reading them up until that suicide point in time. I'm not going to talk about that. But when I was in my early 20s, I was reading everything he had, and that kind of inspired me. So I decided to become a sports writer. Now, I was really working hard on writing. I was starting to write on the side after seeing Hunter Thompson, starting to try to write fiction. I was writing emails more with the Smoketron email. And I was writing a lot to everybody. I was like, hey, I just want to write. I started writing my college professors because I really, really, really got inspired by this book because of all the letters he was writing. And so I started writing tons of letters, tons of emails. And the computer that I bought made it super easy to go out there and write. And I decided to take a chance, and I applied to be a sports writer for a newspaper in Denton County called the Denton Record Chronicle. And so I knew a lot about football, so I would go in and cover these football games. And, that was kind of my segue into writing. Now, I was really irresponsible and kind of screwed that job up, which that's not much of a shocker. We'll save those stories for some other time, with the actual football games. We'll wait till I start making some money before I start getting all the scandalous details. But anyhow, that's how I got inspired by Hunter S. Thompson and his writing. There's a few other authors I'll break down as I go through them. I guess my current perspective of Hunter S. Thompson isn't really as high as other writers. We'll just try to put that nicely, because I know there's a lot of HST fans out there. I've got a few problems with him, and they're just my personal perspectives on him, so I don't really want to taint your views of Hunter S. Thompson. But if you're looking for something that's entertaining and learn from an individual, I would recommend reading Hunter S. Thompson. He's got some really interesting correspondence. He's got some interesting news articles he wrote. He followed the Hells Angels, so go check it out. It's these guys are some really unique experiences that you won't find in very many places, especially during the 1950s, 60s, and 70s, when there was a lot of turbulence in the world. I guess we're in a lot of turbulence now too, huh? All right, anyhow, hope you enjoyed the video. Make sure you like and subscribe, and we'll see you in the next one. Oh, it's stupid Apple Watch. See, I got the remote and it turned off. Instead, it's telling me I'm working out. It says, "Are you on an elliptical machine?" It's like, do I look like I'm on an elliptical machine? I mean, is there anything that would even indicate I'm on an elliptical machine? All right, see you later. You know, I was thinking, I probably should tell you what the scandalous events were. Actually, what happened, it wasn't that scandalous. It was more of a situation where I wasn't paying attention to the games, and, well, I missed a lot of important information about the games, and so I had to make up some of the statistics, which I'm not proud of that. I feel bad about it. Yeah. Well, there you have it. That's why I'm not a sports writer anymore. Probably because I get too caught up in watching the games as opposed to actually paying attention and writing down all the details of the game. So there you have it. I botched the statistics of the football game. So there's my scandalous affair from being a sports writer. All right. Thanks again for watching. Like, subscribe, and we'll talk to you later.